We're here in Las Vegas for the 2007 exclusive Fashion Knockouts fashion show, where world champion boxers are doing the catwalk right here in the boxing ring. I'm your host, Lisa Daftari, and this is another episode of The Lisa D Show. How did you think it went when you picked the show?
I think it went very well. I think the response was excellent. I think that everybody really had a good opportunity to see these boxers of their creation time, the new and the old, and of course the big boys, Ken Norton and Joe Frazier. And I think that together today that really showed that, you know, after boxing there is still more to happen. And, you know, we're glad that they were here.
How did you guys create this atmosphere? So much energy in the air.
Well, basically, Amy Freeman has to take a lot of credit for this, and Kelly Freeman. Basically, they were the instigators of what it was. I basically just helped along and put some of the ideas together, but they were mainly the creators of what was happening here, and I think they've done a really good job.
Only moments after the show, how did you think it went?
I think it went great. I think the crowd was really excited, and they really enjoyed watching the boxers and the energy that they had, and the boxers fed off of the audience as well, so it's really neat. Because, you know, these are guys that they're boxers. They're not fashion models. They're not used to the runway and showing off their clothing. They're used to, you know, punching each other with skill, but, you know, punching and the knockout, and I think they had a really good time.
How did you train them to do so well on the fashion end?
I can't take credit, but we have very experienced runway fashion producers that gave them the lowdown, and they took to it really, really well.
Well, they were very, very well prepared, and it was a beautiful show, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, we'll give you a few minutes to relax. How did you feel about the show?
You know, I feel so energized to work with this group of guys and feel the spirit and the emotion and the joy that they felt, that they gave the audience and the audience gave them. It was just an incredible experience. And to be able to do something for the Retired Boxers Association, which, you know, it's a forgotten group of guys who gave so much to us all over the years and who really need our help. And to be able to do that for them tonight, it was just a gift.
I must tell you, watching this show, I was thinking, I'm really jealous of this guy. He has the funnest job. You know, you get to work with all this energy, all this talent. Was it like that all through the fittings and the rehearsals and all that? Was it like that?
3 days ago, I met these guys. Well, actually, a week and a half ago when we first started the fittings. And it has been an incredible experience from start to finish. To meet these guys, to learn who they are, to feel who they are. It's been one of the most amazing experiences of my life. I do shows all the time with actors, with models, with athletes. I have never, ever worked with a bunch of guys like these guys before. And it has been a soul-opening experience, and I have loved every minute of it.
I can tell. The energy is definitely there. And with all the shows that you produce, what was the mindset behind, you know, getting the boxers and world champs to do a fashion show?
Because it's a surprise. Who'd have thought that this group of guys could put on a bunch of clothes and parade down a runway? I think it was a surprise for everybody. I think the boxers had more fun than they ever could have imagined, and I think the audience had more fun than they could have ever imagined. And I think that it's a group of guys that deserves the recognition and deserves the credit. They've got a fan base out there, and let their fans see them in a totally new and unexpected light. And I think that's what worked about it.
Definitely, and you did give them that exposure. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on a beautiful show.
Thank you, and I thank these guys for giving me the gift of being involved in it.
Tonight's program was about fashion, it was about sports, and what better way than to bring that all together for a good cause. This is your host, Lisa Daftari, and thank you for tuning in for another episode of The Lisa D Show.